Hello everybody. Welcome back to Chasmby. I can see through the world. Well, genuinely not sure if that meow was in the game or was my own tilly cat. Pretty sure it's in the game actually. Here we are. The soon-to-be triumph of modern science. Anvil. The anvil upon which our hammers shall be cast. Last time we caught ourselves a zombie villager. Today we're gonna cure them. I say today we're gonna cure them. I mean today we're gonna work towards curing them. Probably more so when Looong gets here, since he knows what's actually involved. And that's our next big project. To save the zombie villager. What was that bell? Wait, did I pick up a point of XP there? Why was it just lying there? Where did that come from? You're a kitty cat. Where are you? Oh, there's a kitty. If only our laws were vastly different. Hey buddy, you doing alright there? He seems fine. Okay. I got a couple of things I want to work on today towards the zombie villager project. So I'm gonna go get some supplies. But I think my first stop is gonna be Stars on Sea. Give the new old railroad a bit of a workout today. It's going to be part of what's going on. Snow show has lasted a long time. Let's see. Spruce logs. I think the spruce log's up there, to be honest. Which will probably serve my needs better. What do I want to take up? Some, probably some lanterns. Torches. Restock my torch supply. Take those 7 lanterns. Anything processed wood I might want. Take those trapdoors actually. Yeah, I think I can work with these. Crafting table. There should be one on the Starfire. Then again, maybe it won't hurt to have one like right next to where I'm working. Give me a bit of a walk. Brewing stand. I guess we don't have the stuff to make those yet. That kind of puts a hole in several of my plans. I was going to build a few of them and see if we could get a cleric that sold the kind of potion we need. Because I don't think Padre sells them. That might be worth checking. I wonder where Padre is. I haven't seen him in a little while. Everybody's at their workstation yet. I'm sure he'll show up. I think he sells at least one kind of potion, but I don't know what it is. Padre? So I think it's a potion of slowness we need. Wondering if he's not coming to work today. Is your workstation in here? It is, okay. So everybody else is at their workstation. Oh well. Padre travels in unusual directions. He's probably bonding with a chasm or something. Mayhem. Ow. There's time for stairs. See if I can get this thing to work. Not on this line though. Wait, no, it is this line to Chasm B, right? Where's the board? 2, Vault 0, Platform 3, Stars on Sea, yeah. Those are my marbles. Aha, off we go. Yeah, I bet we could get there in half the time if we doubled the number of speed platforms and filled the minecart with a cushioning gel so that we don't suffocate. Because we'll be traveling faster than the air around us. Jeez, that sounded right next to me. The comforting rumble of the railway, though. Can anything surpass it? Oh, you're breaking one hit with my sword. Why have I been punching these with my bare hands? What's that noise? Is that just the sea? Sounds awfully loud and close. Oh no, global warming! Oh, it got dark. So... okay, so the biome change between the two is about here. Interesting. We've got the field just down here. Looking for a good spot to build something a decent size. Just it would be easier on the plains where there's much more space. But we'll get the coniferous villages if we build up here. Coniferous, I don't know. That's what I see this color grass, and that's what I think. Maybe here in this little alcove, this would be a good spot. I think it's close enough to the other areas if we build some houses and the like there. We might get a mixture of the two, which would be nice. Does that just destroy the sapling? Can I dig them up? No. If I... oh, this is just the local grass. This isn't saplings at all. It's fine then. Too bad these trees are so tall we can't clear them out in the traditional way, which is climbing on top of them and cutting your way down. Twigs and saplings, good, because I want to replant some stuff. Okay. Let's see, how big is this going to be? 17 across? It's like pretty big, but... It's gonna be pretty big, but I think we can manage that. Right next to the monument. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17. Oh, that fits pretty smoothly. Let me just check this. So if I were to... Assuming this is somewhere near the middle. That was not very near the middle. Yeah, don't worry, I've got a few of them. How you doing, Noellen? I have 21 saplings. Might be making this bigger than it needs to be. Say about here. Good to hear. This is going to take a lot of logs, but hey. Fortunately, we're surrounded by a satisfactory supply. This is going to be massive if I build it to plans. I don't know if it's really called for. I might go for something a little cozier. Yeah, this should be more like it. I can always expand it later if I feel it needs it. Nobody tell Novalan that I'm in a new construction site with planks in my inventory. He's liable to get upset. Not planks, slabs. That's the word I need. Cripes, look at that sunset. You'll be able to see it from the door. It's gonna be perfect. I have to make it a rule nobody builds anything in front of this building. Just short. I have to do a lot of replanting once this is done. Okay. Whoop. And got a ender fender roaming around. Try not to draw his attention. That's way more than I really needed, I think, but hey. No, these are going to be too close together. I'm going to have to go one further out. So I want to put benches on either side of them. And the benches are going to be touching. There's going to be no room down the middle. Yeah, there we go. So this one's going to need to be one further over as well. Ooh, let me check if any more saplings fell over here. Oh, it's nice. Okay. Some conjoined trees, we'll have to clear all of them out. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, that looks good. Nope, that's gonna need to be a little further along. I think that's still going to be a bit of a squeeze. Oops. One more, let's make it a long table. Yeah, saplings. Should really be going to bed actually. Forgetting how dangerous the wilds are. Okay, to make it a bit longer now. Saplings and sticks. Whoop. Oh, double up. Excuse me? I took 4 instead of 3. I guess because I no longer have a fancy enchanted bow. I'm used to being so vulnerable to attack. I'm used to that clear pattern. Creeper arrives, you fire 3 quick shots. I mean, imagine needing 4 shots to kill things. That's a bit much, don't you think? You have to be a bit of a drama queen. Well, if I want more wood, I guess clearing out these ones that are going to be in the way makes sense. Okay. Sapling after sapling. Maybe I should make the benches now so that I can figure out the space a little better. What am I doing? It's the wrong way around.
Olumus of Fail says ahoy.
Uh-huh.
Oh, hi.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, thanks. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Cat somewhere in here.
Mm-hmm. You're in the temple.
Yeah. Checking an eye. Yes.
Yeah. Anvil doing alright.
Yeah, he's fine.
As fine as can be expected given his condition.
Yeah, that's fair to say. Yeah. He's as intact as when we left him.
Hmm. Good. That's good. It'd definitely be disappointing if he wasn't.
Good.
Hmm.
Oh, there's the cat. Set to a slightly different resolution to normal, and it's just feels slightly off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I think it just moves too easily. Mad as that sounds.
Hmm.
I feel like I'm spinning around all the time. Everything's ready, so I wanna crop harvest.
Okay.
I had a terrible vision that you were doing something with slabs, but surely that can't be true.
An insane delusion of a damaged mind, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do an experiment as well.
Such things are profane amongst us.
What does you say?
Hmm?
Put that.
Hmm?
I'm just looking for something in storage.
Ah, okay.
Like where? Ah, there it is.
You're plotting some witchcraft.
You know how I am. When I try a thing and observe the results. Maybe it's a bad idea. I don't know.
I mean, until it's been tried, one can't know.
Well, exactly.
No, it'd be terribly reckless of me to make a building out of slabs. That, of course, would be against the law.
It would.
Yeah.
Such things are forbidden to our people.
Hmm.
Take it you're still outside.
Yeah. I will be until these walls are done. Oh no.
Oh no?
I have a great regret that I glanced over at your screen. I think I would have been happier not knowing.
Looong says ZZZ.
I don't mean I'm in bed.
Hmm.
So I don't know of what you speak.
Don't know what you mean, bro. I was in bed doing my tasks.
Did you see, speaking of that,
Hmm.
that AOC, the American politician, did an Among Us stream?
I did not see.
It's fantastic. Well, I've not watched the whole thing, obviously, because who has the time?
Yeah.
But I was so it was good. It's just there's something surreal about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat, New York, doing an Among Us stream.
Yeah.
Where did we put that hatch? If there's an oak hatch, but we had a what do you call it? Pine hatch. Possibly I ditched it somewhere in a panic.
Oh, the dark oak hatches. I've got them.
Ah.
I can bring them back.
I mean, yeah, I think I might one out of pine or something. So that was pine, is what I was going for. Is it pine you've got, or is it dark oak?
It's the trapdoors are dark oak, but I'm actually making this building out of spruce, which I think spruce is what you call pine.
It is.
Yes.
I'll leave it for now then.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you want to use those though, I'll just make some out of pine. It don't matter. So you got a use for them, you use them, and I'll make some of my own.
No, I picked them up thinking that they were spruce. So yeah, I can run them back to you.
No, thank you. No rush though. No, nothing urgent.
Okay.
Thank you though. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. I'm sure everything's contained where it should be. There's indeed nothing to worry about.
Oh boy.
And that seems fine. Maybe I've cracked it. Hey, Bungie, how's it going? Hey man, have a good night. Can't hang around the stream for long tonight. Stay safe. Thank you for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Hope you're doing okay today.
Yeah. Stay safe, Bungie.
Do it now. Do you think it'd be better if the furnaces were on the wall where the chimney is?
Yeah.
For the sole reason of the furnaces would be on the wall where the chimney is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like the upstairs furnaces and not any hypothetical project you might be working on.
That's right, yeah. But yeah, not any kind of nonsense that anyone might have, any fire that anyone might have started, anything like that. None of that silliness. I mean, the actual, the furnaces we habitually use.
Yeah.
Then it'd be like they were.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Now we have a chimney.
Yeah. Maybe you can maybe even put in some decorative piping if you wanted. If inspiration carried you thus far.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about before. I don't know, there's something about fire that's yeah, so if you don't, I don't know if you know of AOC, the politician we're talking about. She's usually called AOC.
Yeah.
Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez.
Yeah, she's left-leaning and likable, and she kind of stands out in any kind of political climate.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Right wingers hate her. But yeah, she's which pleased me no end. Other month I found out that she's a big league player.
Yeah, I think you mentioned this.
Yeah, I thought that was so cool. Cause I mean, she's like our age. Well, she's a bit younger than us. She's 31, and she's like silver something, and plays support.
Yeah.
Which I think is cool. Although apparently there's another like representative or whatever who is diamond.
Yeah.
Who has the time?
Yeah.
And who is it? She plays like Lux and Morgana. No, Lulu. Is it Lulu and Lux?
Yeah.
And she's like working on Morgana. I was like, she's not from our country, but I feel represented now.
Yeah.
Just having a Morgana, by the way. Just jumping there and then. In case anyone doubts my gamer cred. But yeah, so she's doing that, and she said, she, Among Us looks interesting, and she'd love to try it. Who should I play with? And you know, people were suggesting various names, and of course, it was like some big streamer. It was Pokimane and Hassan, so big streamers who got it. But we did try and lobby for Bad Bunny, of course.
Yeah.
To no avail. A whole bunch of us been like, "You should try Bad Bunny. She's a leftist and streams about politics and similar things." But no avail. So yeah, there's just something. Really, I think one of the others did as well. Ilhan Omar.
Yeah.
Who's another demo. She's another left-leaning, likable person. And yeah, she joined them as well. It's just literally. Do you remember those memes about Bernie Sanders, where I don't know if you saw any of them, where basically for whatever was happening, he was sat at a computer looking slightly bedraggled.
Yeah.
And people kept putting it in the bottom, like right-hand corner of a screen with a game in the foreground. It's just like that, but the real thing. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's like when the Pope did a live stream, so people did the same thing to him.
Yeah.
Put him in the bottom corner of a game. And both people were saying they just wanted to hear the Pope say, "Thank you, Big Boobs Lover 420 for the bits. God bless you."
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you know, they made similar jokes about Bernie. They wanted to hear him say, you know, "Big Boobs Lover, thank you for the bits you have given to the future of our country." Which, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. So yeah, I just did this at Among Us stream, and the bit I've seen, when she's asking others questions, she sounds like she's doing a Congress hearing.
Yeah.
Like, what were you doing at that time? Because she's known for being pretty sharp with people in these hearings.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've got like some usually corporate bigwigs. Well, we couldn't possibly have known that those poisons were poisonous.
Yeah.
Like, who could have known that? Sad. I like that. I like that a lot. And someone said, like, at some point, that's going to be normal.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, as more millennials and Gen Z people get into politics, that's increasingly going to be normal. That you're going to have politicians who like video games. And not like Ronald Reagan liked video games when he talked about how he didn't understand them, but he heard they made better pilots. Like, you won't even mean it's the increased hand-eye coordination stuff you get from gaming.
Yeah.
And like, while I will take the President of the United States being like, "Hey parents, let your kids play video games, they're not so bad." It's, you know...
Yeah.
And you know, he's a horrible bloke, but he was an actor, wasn't he? So he knew how to be likable and funny.
Yeah.
And in fact, that was one of Reagan's big strategies for getting out of trouble was to be funny. Like when people were being grilled in like the Senate or whatever because he'd been up to something or whatever might have been happening,
Yeah.
He'd crack a joke and he'd divert everybody from what was really going on. And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know, Reagan being funny."
Yeah.
Overthrowing a government, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Reagan.
Yeah.
Reagan doing Reagan things. Potatoes. But, you know, so this is better. Like we say, it's going to be more and more normal.
Yeah.
Which is cool. Especially, I guess, as esports become more acceptable too.
Well, you know, I really feel that she got a lot of flack, but I have to say that I really felt like Hillary Clinton understood gamers. Really reached out to us.
Pokemon go to the polls.
Yeah.
do you cringe as badly as I do at that? It's just. It's one of those things where when you hear it, you're just like, oh no.
Yeah.
I don't know who makes Pokemon Go. How about Pokemon Go to the polls?
Looong says WWZZZ.
I was cringing so badly I mashed the keys.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like something I would say, except I wouldn't be serious.
That's the thing. It's the sort of thing you'd say as like a ridiculous, out of touch person talking about video games, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be like, "Oh, Pokemon Go to the polls," and we'd all be like, "Haha, how ridiculous!"
Yeah.
But no. But alas, to the series. Oh, that were awful.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that she lost the game of with that,
Mm.
and thus the presidency?
Yeah, I think it's distressingly likely that was the primary reason.
Oh, the game was
Yeah.
like, actually, you know what? I don't like Trump, but I'm going to vote for him instead.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what video games are. He can't say Pokemon Go to the polls.
Yeah. I don't know what video games are, but I hear they're making a lot of money these days. Maybe more money than I'm making, maybe.
Did you see that video? I wondered if that was the reference.
Yeah.
I showed him Mum and Dad last night, and they were like, "It's just like listening to Trump." He got that accordion? How does he make the accordion work? I don't know. Science doesn't know. You take a piano and he squeezes it. Is there batteries? I don't know. No one knows. It's like he's got like, because I'm like, sure, like the voice isn't maybe 100%, but like the mannerisms, the way, the speech patterns, the way, the kind of ways he phrases it all. I was like, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
I've watched some Trump rallies, and like we always see on like certainly on our news, we see like when Trump said something shocking or extreme, or something that really catches the eye, or made like an outlandish claim.
Yeah.
But like most Trump rallies aren't that. They're Trump just kind of rambling about stuff that he likes, or a guy he met once.
Yeah.
And that fella catches that perfectly. Wasn't very nice to Mr. Coolio. But explaining what a parody is, it's just brilliant.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Check me out on Twitter. The link's below. Just Norellan on Twitter. I occasionally retweet things that cleverer, funnier minds have said.
Then I retweet the things that Noellen said.
That's true.
And the cycle continues.
Forever. And the retweets are there forever. And the likes are there forever. So I'm just gonna keep randomly chuckling about that fella.
Yeah.
Another thing I retweeted was last, I think like at uni maybe, for a drama class they had to do a dramatic reading.
Yeah.
She'd done Dr. Evil telling his backstory from Austin Powers. But like, dude, no one knew that that's what she was doing, of course.
Yeah.
Fantastic. She's just treating it with, the utmost seriousness, like in context, because like it's really ridiculous, but done straight, just played completely straight, without obviously Dr. Evil doing his like weird mannerisms of voice and everything.
Yeah.
It does come across as like a tragic tale of a strange and damaging childhood. And when she has to pause, she talks about how When I was insolent, I was put in a burlap sack and beaten with reeds. You know, she sounded all choked up, which you would be, right?
Yeah.
But in the context of like the whole thing, Father would make outlandish claims like he invented the question mark. And of course, in the original film, Dr. Evil says that his childhood was pretty normal, really, and then goes on to describe
Yeah.
just this like most bizarre thing ever. Noted that his dad had found him abandoned and raised me to be evil. You know.
I'm going to have a great host of saplings for you.
Nice. Continue to do what nature never intended and grow gigantic trees.
Mm. Merged saplings together to create far greater trees than nature ever dreamed of.
Exactly that. So I've changed this slightly to let's see if the agricultural railway works as I know it does already, and do not need to test it because we already established that it works very well.
Hmm.
Yeah, when it's laden, it just stops. Yeah, fair enough. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Can't account for weight, surely.
I mean, it's looking that way.
It does, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Like, you wouldn't think that were possible.
Yeah.
Here we are.
But when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however implausible, must be the truth.
True. Wise words.
Yeah, thanks. I wrote them myself. Ow.
So far, so nothing burnt down.
Mm. Project has
Is,
exceeded all of my expectations.
Alas, mine too.
No, that's not what I want to be doing.
Revenge for all these taters. Oops. Who wants taters? Actually, first I'm going to
Everyone.
redistribute some stacks. Redistribute the wealth, comrades.
Yeah.
You do, but you do by truths. Did I drop some beetroots and someone stole them? Yep. I dropped some beetroots and someone stole them. Stanich sells enchanted axes now.
Oh.
Like iron, diamond, sorry, with warrant charm 1, which is not bad.
Yeah.
This village stood on each side of me and there's hearts coming from both of their heads. Things have taken a weird turn. Hearts everywhere. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna move. Well, there's like 3 dudes in a circle here. I guess we hold everything in common.
Yeah.
Loads of hearts, but not much going on, I don't think. Lots of hearts, lots of storm clouds. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Made us a stack of emeralds so far, and I've barely begun.
Nice.
Neuralon says ZZZ. Lucas of Fail says ZZZ.
Right here. Don't want to restart yet, are they?
Probably not at this time in the morning.
When I come to do the pumpkins, which I think are probably one of our most valuable products, I'll have to relay the field slightly to fix the inefficiency problem.
Yeah.
And I might look into expanding the expanded fields a bit to incorporate another lot of pumpkin patches, because they grow pretty quickly. Pretty much all of the farmers buy them.
Yeah.
And because they're like a 2nd or 3rd level crop, they pay quite a bit for them.
Continuing to expand our industries then.
Yeah. Because we can make more and more money. And with that we can buy things.
And you know, buying things will help level up the villages, so you can see that the trickle-down economics works.
Exactly. Sim is flawless. Therefore should not be criticised. I routinely walk on the melons to get around the edge of the fields. Kind of did that in real life. It's like, yeah, just stand on this melon.
Yeah.
Like, I don't feel like it'd have the same effect.
You should be okay as long as you don't stop to adjust your sandals.
That's a brilliant reference. I'll let you explain.
You know, just a bit of it's a classic bit of ancient Japanese humor.
Hilarious.
Is it when walking beneath a plum tree, do not adjust your hat, nor when walking in a melon patch should you stop to adjust your sandals, lest the owner accuse you of stealing his produce.
Exactly.
I know that from Shogun Total War, your top general delivering tactical advice to his lord and master.
He does, doesn't he? And it is from the Hagakure, it's straight out of there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only read the abridged Hagakure. Because apparently the proper one is like 3 times the length. And either repeats itself a lot or has anecdotes that tell the same story. Do not eat. But yeah, I mean, I like it. But it's got some of it is kind of interesting. Oh yeah. But some of it is just weird.
Yeah.
Just really weird. Like it's got life advice. It's got a bit about weird folk medicine cures that involve like horse wheat. It's the different ailments, the different colours of horses can cure. Therefore, it's so I mean, it's pretty modern, so I'm not judging in that sense. But like, yeah, it's pretty. Wait, what? There's a lot of wait, what? I mean, thought and action one and the same. I've often said.
It's true. You say that all the time.
It's good for a warrior to have, I guess. To act without hesitation.
Yeah.
In fact, in the film The Shootist, which is an excellent western. Oh no, my adventure's full. If you ever get a chance to see The Shootist, great film. John Wayne's last film.
Okay.
And he knew, right? Everyone involved in it knew that this was John Wayne's last film.
Yeah.
Because they wanted John Wayne for the film, and we're like, we'll never get John Wayne because he's on his way out, essentially. And John Wayne turned up and insisted that he wanted to do it, so they're like, oh great, we get his first choice. Even though they didn't think they were going to because they were dying of cancer. But there's a bit in it where this lad he's lodging at this house, and her son, who's perhaps going a bit astray, hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
He wants shooting lesson, and he's like, sure, because John Wayne's obviously playing a famous gunman. Because it's John Wayne. The term shootist actually was, well, we'd use the term gunslinger nowadays, but the term shootist was actually the one that they used to use in the Old West.
Yeah.
We just, I guess gunslinger or gunfighter is a modern term. They apparently tended to say shootist or man killer, which is a bit more honest than perhaps we're expecting.
Yeah.
Killer of men. Well, yeah. Yeah, so there's a bit where he's teaching the lad to shoot, and he gets the lad to aim at this particular, like a birch tree, which has 2 trunks, as they often do, and he gets the lad to shoot at it, and he does a decent group of shots, because of course when you're shooting, it's the group you're looking for rather than the accuracy of individual shots, and he then has a go as John Wayne, and it's better, but not shockingly so, to say that he's a famous gunslinger.
Yeah.
And the lad's like, what? Yeah, that's not much better than what I did. And he says, a gunfight isn't necessarily about being the quickest or even the most accurate. It's about the willing, and most men ain't willing. Most men will take a breath or blink an eye. I won't. Which essentially is thought and action one and the same.
Yeah.
Just done through John Wayne talking about shooting folks. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know whether they'd ever read the Hagakure,
Yeah.
but I suppose it's the same thing that crosses cultural boundaries.
Yeah.
That if you're in a gunfight, you need to not hesitate.
If you're gonna shoot, then shoot. Don't talk.
Yeah, I love that bit in Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great film, anyway. Is it my favourite of the Dollars trilogy? I don't know. Perhaps. But I actually really love them for a few dollars more.
Yeah. I was gonna say I was under the impression that was your favorite.
You are indeed correct. Like, I'm willing to mute because like the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is so good that I'm willing to go. Is it that one? But really, yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah.
For a few dollars more. We'll buy these carrots. I think everybody's sewed up. I bought everybody out, right? You run out of money. Eli Wallach's character in Good, the Man, the Ugly is fantastic.
Yeah.
Him of the if you're gonna shoot, shoot. Did you know that when they were filming that,
Looong says ZZZ.
Eli Wallach picked up a bottle of lemonade and took a swig, and it was actually acid.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they'd got basically because you know the scenes where they like cut through sacks. I can't remember where it actually comes up with with a shovel, which is a thing you can do, but obviously you might not necessarily get it first time every time.
Yeah.
Which is fine if you're doing it IRL, but for a film they needed to do it quickly, so they were like weakening the sacks with acid. And because it was the 70s, I guess, and also wherever they filmed it, they just had it lying around in like whatever bottles. I can't remember like a lemon. It might have been a milk bottle, a milk bottle of lemonade, or whatever it was. So it just left on a table. So he thought that was there for the actors. And took a swig, and it was in fact acid. Like he spat it out. Because like if he swallowed it, I mean he probably would have died, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But it like really badly burned like his mouth and the top of his throat. Fortunately, someone had some milk, actual milk, and he chugged that, and it helped neutralize it. But yeah, that was something, isn't it?
Yeah.
You gotta take care of the health and safety there. Don't leave unlabeled bottles of dangerous chemicals.
Yeah.
Lest an actor should drink them. This is a constant worry.
I mean, drinking dangerous things does seem to be what a lot of actors do quite often.
Well, true. Is it because of all the money? I feel like it's because of all the money.
Yeah, I think the money is definitely involved.
Yeah, I can see that. I bet no one's willing to cut the deal for 2 emeralds. 2 emeralds. 2 melons. You don't 3 or 4.
Yeah. They're really only worth anything in bulk.
Next. I'm gonna do the pumpkins. It's really valuable. I should do the pumpkins properly. Bring me a diamond hoe.
Should be one in storage.
There, I've got one there. You don't mind if I knock that temple down and build it there, do you? The expansion of the field, I mean.
I
Like,
mean,
you're not really doing that with that, are you?
yeah, it's really just a foundation. I mean, I suppose I could start over.
Yeah, I think we'll mind.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is move it, I think it's 2 blocks this way. I think.
I was not expecting that slide move. I landed some waist-high leaves and just sort of slid underneath them.
Yeah,
Yeah, just crawling around in a space that I couldn't actually get into if I was holding the crawl key. I guess it's like that time when we trapped you under that trapdoor.
Oh yeah.
Good times. For me, anyway.
That was something though, wasn't it?
Yeah, we learned a lot that day. It's good science.
Science.
Whoop! Oh boy.
What you doing there, friend?
Getting assailed by a fairly large group of pillagers.
Oh, where are you? Still at Stars and Sea?
Yeah. Okay. Oh boy.
Please don't die.
I'm trying. What the? Okay. Heck.
What is it?
There's a creeper too. Okay, I'm falling back to the heck. Falling back to the station. I think we have to conclude that the obviously the alliance is spreading. We have to conclude that the creepers and the illagers are working together. A creeper blew a hole in the side of my of the longhouse that I'm working on, so that the illagers could come pouring in.
Yeah, that's pretty conclusive right there.
Hmm. Okay. See if I can snipe them from here.
Do you need me assistance or?
I think I should be okay now.
Okay, cool.
There was definitely a few moments there where I thought I was done for, but I've got plenty of cover now. And I've got food. I can heal myself. They're shooting each other more than they're shooting me at this point.
Alright, that's what we want.
Hmm. Actually, there is one favor you could do for me.
What's that?
I mean, no rush if you're busy, but I could do with a bucket of milk.
I'll bring you on up before you come back into town.
Thank you.
Kill the captain, huh?
Yep. And took his flag for my own.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. I really miss my enchanted bow.
Understandable. Enchanted bows are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who would go with an enchanted bow? That's what I'm saying. Someone unwise, I think, is surely the answer.
Yeah. Foolish.
True.
Okay.
Is that how that goes? Because then these can grow either way. Oops.
Yeah, good thing I was wearing my full diamond armor in accordance with proper safety protocol for when you're outside Kazumbi.
Sure. Did it save your life?
But yeah, I think that probably if I hadn't had it, the creeper explosion alone would have taken me down.
That's true. They'll do you in, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, not even think twice about it.
Right, let me get some torches on this roof.
There's a zombie on the roof.
Hmm?
What?
What?
Did you say there's a zombie on the roof?
No, I said I needed to get some torches on this roof.
Because there's a zombie.
Yes, it'll drive it off, I'm sure.
They don't love fire, do they?
Yeah.
In terms of our more modern categories of these things, what is Frankenstein's monster?
You mean in terms of like zombie, ghoul, etc.?
Yeah.
Well,
I guess he's Frankenstein's monster. But
yeah.
Illumus of Fail says ZZZ.
I mean, he's not really
Looong says
undead,
ZZZ.
because he himself was never alive before.
is that alive? Etc.
Yeah.
You know the drill.
Hmm. I mean, it is heavily implied, but in the book it's never confirmed that he's made from dead people either.
Oh. True. It's
Yeah. He makes vague references to acquiring materials to construct the body from,
yeah.
but never explains what those materials are. So, you could say he's not he's not dead at all. Hales
I
epic
think
had to
that.
go with undead.
No. Spun the mouse. So if I leave a space either side and then put them there, is that it? Is that how this works? Play here. Shouldn't have to move at all, the last one. The last one should be fine.
And he's not a zombie because he's intelligent. He's not really a ghoul because he doesn't feast on flesh any more than many other creatures.
True. He's obviously not a vampire.
Yeah. Well, that concludes it then. He's got to be a werewolf.
Yeah, that's the only other kind of undead. Solved. I mean, I think you can make the argument that he's not truly undead because he's at best, or at worst, made from the parts of dead people.
Yeah. I'd say
He
he's
himself is...
probably more like a flesh golem than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's a biological construct.
I do the joke, like I said before, about somebody saying that they're going out to Halloween or whatever as a Frankenstein. And they're like, don't you mean Frankenstein's monster? I'm like, no, because I find unethical scientific experimentation far more frightening than any physical embodiment of evil. And also jokes about saying a Frankenstein and then arguing that you're right because he, as is the he was created by Frankenstein, therefore assumedly shares the surname. And seeing as Dr. Frankenstein, refers to him as the Adam of my own creation, then arguably his name could be Adam, and therefore a Frankenstein is actually accurate.
Yeah, I believe the author referred to him as Adam in her letters.
Ah.
So yeah, I'd say his name is Adam Frankenstein. Seems pretty legit to me.
Therefore, when people talk about a Frankenstein, they're actually technically accurate. The best kind of accurate. It does look different around the corner and see the newly rebuilt factory.
Yeah.
Stone, edged in the diorite, fully ablaze. Wait, what? Oh man, oh no. It's not really ablaze, I'm just making a light
Yeah.
the situation.
So trader's llama here. No trader. And also only one llama. Wait, no, is that another llama in the distance?
Perhaps. Truly, who can say?
That's, yep. That's another trader's llama. Still no sign of the trader, though.
Maybe he's dead. Bold as we might be to consider that possibility.
Yeah.
You know, no one wants to think that, but it could well be true. Oh, I didn't do the wheat. I know I've forgotten to do something. Wheat. If you're interested, I raised 2 stacks and 49.
Nice. Hey, Alex. How you doing? Should you share something cool with me?
I mean, we're not necessarily cool ourselves, so...
Yeah, I mean, like, as long as it's not too cool. You're not gonna, like, shove us in a locker or anything, are you? I got plenty of memories of school, people saying, you want to see something cool? And then when I say yes, they shove me in the locker and say, take that, nerd. And then, you know, the people nearby cheer.
Yeah, that's very relatable.
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. Aside from the team streams, I'm having a week off, trying to rest up a little bit.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Isio mai wan I ear sebad ge happy I ni eir anniversary.
Ah, man. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much for an entire year. That's crazy. Man, has it really been a year? Thanks so much for the 12-month subscription. It's been good to have you here. 12 great months. Here's to 12 more. It's not right. Yeah, no, I absolutely understand that, Alex. I really appreciate it. Whether it's been consecutive or not, that's a full year. A full year of you making all this possible. Kanpai. Yeah. I feel extra special then. Yeah, I don't know that there's many I've got a full year with. I mean, when I lost my old job, I had to cancel all my subscriptions to try and save money. So, hopefully I'll be able to subscribe to some people again once I get some actual paying work in.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, that's cool. Almost 2 years. Those are big numbers.
True.
Illumus of Fail says ZZZ.
Just give me just 30 seconds.
Let me
Neuralon says ZZZ.
Oh, okay. I gotta have to close the doors.
Why didn't you have the doors closed by default?
Because the view of the sunset from here is amazing.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Otherwise that would be very ill-advised. You're leaving doors open. I don't know who or what might walk in.
Hmm.
I feel like a creeper coming in to ruin the view of the sunset more than closing the doors.
Where's that?
Okay, I ripped that kind of thing straight out of Dread. Have you ever seen, I can never remember if you've seen Dread or not.
I don't think so.
So basically,
I've seen the bad one.
Oh yeah, that's the good one's really good though. Didn't do dead well at the box office.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I think I mean, very well received, but it just didn't really. I don't think it made a profit at the box office. Like it has since from like home sales and stuff, but
Yeah.
it didn't at the time. I think it's too niche a thing, I guess.
Mm.
Like people who like Judge Dredd, people who like the comics and are into that kind of thing, they would absolutely go and see it. But the problem with any property like that is you've got to appeal to the casual cinema goer.
Yeah.
Which is why people sometimes moan about like Star Wars or whatever, you're compromising too much. And it's like, but they've got to get the average person in.
Yeah.
There simply aren't enough committed Star Wars fans or whatever it might be to do a film that will solely please them. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
maybe one day, but like every film's kind of got to strike that balance.
How did you beat the Ender Dragon? We have been to the end now.
We've never been to the end, actually.
Oh yeah, sorry. The end and the Nether are different, right?
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, we've been to the Nether now. So which we did scientifically determine is closer to the end than our home realm. Yeah, the Minequest's going good. Chasm Bee continues to grow. We've captured a zombie villager recently, so our long-term goal is to cure him. What do you guys think about the new Star Wars films?
It's not Worm made into a film, so Loomis hates it.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
I like them.
Yeah.
I like them. They're not perfect, but what is? I mean, I rewatched them recently with my mum and dad. I don't know. Yeah, oh, actually that works. And I like them. I think they're good. I liked Rise of Skywalker a lot more second time around than first. That first time around, I was like, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Then I watched it again, and I really liked him. I really liked it second time around. He's got flaws, no doubt. Me and Jess were talking about it on Twitter, I think, actually. Like it's the pacing is a bit off in places.
Yeah.
But then again, the sequel Star Wars films are quick paced, which I think I'd forgotten the first time I watched it. Like, they are paced very quick, aren't they? So the pacing's not as bad as I was imagining. But there's I think really the problem with Rise of Skywalker is there's some plot elements that obviously J.J. Abrams wanted, but he didn't direct the second film.
Yeah.
So he included him in the third one anyway. So they're kind of like, wait, what? Why is this happening?
I've heard a lot of people say that the second and third films are basically an argument between the two different people that have made Star Wars. The Star Wars.
Yeah, the other comparison, which I mean, that's very apt and very true, by the way. The other comparison I've heard is it's like the guy who did the script for what's it called, Justice League, and how it doesn't really follow on at all from Batman versus Superman, even though it's supposed to.
Yeah.
Like Batman versus Superman is supposed to set up Justice League, and the tone and everything just kind of clashes.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I believe it was the same guy, in fact, who was involved with them. And yeah, it's the same kind of thing that, like, Last Jedi's doing a thing. And some people didn't like it, but I liked it. Again, not perfect, but I think a lot of what they did was really good. I liked the way they handled it, and I liked that it subverted some expectations.
Yeah.
In the way things were done, and I like that. Some people didn't, as I say. But then Rise of Skywalker kind of like, yeah, okay, ignore all that stuff that we've set up.
Yeah.
That's not what we're doing. Everybody shut up. Get it that J.J. Abrams had a vision maybe in Force Awakens. And I was like, but I want my vision to be fulfilled, but you kind of missed the boat.
feel called out in that, you know, some people didn't like it. I feel that was focused.
I mean, it's focused on people who don't like it.
Hmm.
I know you didn't like it. We agree to disagree on a lot of things, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think... The new Star Wars films weren't terrible, but they weren't really my thing. I think...
Yeah, I mean, you're not super into the originals, though, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not a big Star Wars guy.
Yeah, because I'm not in the sense of, you know, the people who, like, read the comics and stuff. Like, I'm not that into like all the expanded universe stuff.
Yeah.
But I do really like them. I think it probably comes. I mean, it's probably one of those. My brother did it when I was a kid, and he's, you know, been obviously as a kid he was a big influence on me. So I wanted to be like my big brother. My brother watched a lot of Star Wars. He watched Transformers. He watched westerns with John Wayne.
Yeah.
So you can see there's some, you know, some things happening there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I did like them.
Yeah.
There's some flaws, like I say, but I think generally they're good. Are they as good as the originals? I don't know. People overegg the cake a bit. I mean, yeah, I love Return of the Jedi, but it's, you know, it too is flawed, right?
Yeah.
Certainly the weakest of the original trilogy. I think we can probably agree.
Yeah.
I would almost like to see, I know such a thing doesn't exist, but I would almost like to see where Star Wars, if it went the way that New Hope was angling.
Yeah.
Because, like, New Hope sets up some things that are then deliberately changed in Empire Strikes Back. So I'd kind of like to see a few things, actually. I'm always interested to see what George Lucas had originally thought of.
Yeah.
What would that look like, you know?
Yeah, I remember the first one. I don't even remember what it was called.
The sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Force Awakens, we went to see to the pictures together. There was a lady dressed as Rey, one of the cinema staff. I don't recall that detail.
I
A
don't.
really good Rey costume that her and a Mammon made. I ended up chatting to her afterwards a little bit.
Cool.
And I was like, that's a cool costume. So thanks. We're talking about it.
Yeah, I remember watching that one thinking that I hit an awkward middle ground where people who weren't super into the originals probably thought this was fresh and new, and people who were really into the originals were probably loving, you know, how many callbacks and references and it's the exact same thing again was going on. Whereas I fell in the awkward middle ground where I recognized that this was new, stuff that I'd seen before, but wasn't excited to see it again.
Yeah, I think you did have that, and I remember that being the vibe at the time. Whereas, yeah, I mean, I obviously they're rehashing some ground, but I thought what they did well was that they took the same kind of story elements and told them in a different way.
Yeah.
Was what I thought it did well. But again, you know, your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
You look at it and be like, actually, no, that's shocking.
I mean, I did.
Why would I know? Well, I mean, quite openly. I mean, I don't feel like you had to threaten the director like you did. I thought that was perhaps unnecessary.
I was a paying customer. I had a right to make my opinion known.
Not in that way, though, surely. The less said about that, the better.
Look, he's one who chose to have a family, and thereby put them at risk.
Well, true.
Oh, you must have failed, says ZZZ.
But you got what I was angling after there.
Yeah, I do think the second one was a lot better. I feel guilty that I didn't really like the second one.
Miralon says ZZZ.
Because it's just a huge shaggy dog story where the heroes do everything wrong and accomplish nothing, and I ostensibly love that kind of story. I tell that kind of story. I run that kind of story in D&D.
Yeah,
And
that's what I liked it.
yeah, so I should have liked that movie, and it just didn't click with me. I don't really have a defense for that.
I mean, sometimes. Have you not watched it since? I'm guessing.
No, I've not rewatched any of them. So
Sometimes
yeah, maybe on a second watch, or maybe if I'd been more into the other films, I would have really enjoyed that.
Yeah. Sometimes as well, like, and I'm not saying, oh, it's been entirely emotional, or, none of that nonsense. But sometimes it depends how you feel when you see the film as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like Captain America: Civil War, which is a film I really like. When we saw it at Pictures, because I don't know if you remember, we went on like a bank holiday. They were absolutely ramo, and like everybody night on were late because of like traffic and just chaos everywhere. Like I was late, and I was like, oh man, I'm so late, and I was the first one of us there.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And
it was
I was like sweating about how late I was. Yeah. So it took me quite a while, like, I don't know, the first half hour of the film or whatever, before I kind of got into it. And I was like, yeah, okay, this is cool. But like rewatching it, I love it from the beginning. It's just that, stressed and fed up, and
yeah.
are we going to be able to make it? Like, what can we do? So I mean, sometimes it's that kind of thing.
Yeah. So I probably don't enjoy any film ever because I'm never in a good mood ever. Oh, that tracks.
Which I stand by. Who is it who buys wheat? Not many of them, is it?
No. I think it's the guy at the allotment. What did I do with the? Not the best high school memories. Yeah, that's fair to say.
Yeah, could say that.
I feel confused and alienated when I encounter people who do have good school memories.
Me too.
Yeah.
Restock? No. Restock. I command you.
Anyway, I never saw the third film.
On a second viewing, it's good.
Okay.
It's got some plot choices that I would not have made.
Yeah.
There's some stuff I'm like, I wouldn't have done that. Like, I can still enjoy the ride, but it's not what I would have done. It's not what I was looking for in that sense.
Yeah.
Like, I would have preferred it if they did it kind of different way, but I still enjoyed it. Tell you what I do really enjoy. That got like so much stake, but I really like it. Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yeah, not seen that one either, I'm afraid.
That's a lot of fun. I really like that one. It's obviously about a young Han Solo.
Yeah.
Featuring the Kessel Run. The one they did in Lesson 12/6.
Yeah. Did you know that a parsec is actually a unit of distance? Yes.
Turns out, yes.
So what he said there was actually incorrect. There's a Star Wars fact you probably haven't heard until now.
But if you watch Solo, maybe it's addressed. Maybe that comes up. It does.
Well,
it does come up as addressed in the film Solo.
Well, no, it was thoroughly addressed in the expanded universe because.
What's the? I mean, you know this stuff somehow better than I do. You're less of a Star Wars fan.
There is a black hole along that run, right in the center of it, and the faster your ship, the closer you can fly to the black hole and safely get past, therefore allowing you to cut down the distance that you travel.
Not a million miles off what happens in Solo. It's not the same, but like similar kind of vibe.
Yeah.
16 emeralds, but I was only able to sell half of it going through.
Alex just saying sleep time, early start tomorrow.
Relatable.
Yeah. Sorry to hear it, Alex. Hope you have a good night's sleep. Thank you again for being here and the 12-month sub. If you enjoy your shiny new sub badge.
Yeah.
Rogue One I did really like.
Great, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
I really
definitely
like Rogue One.
easily the best Star Wars movie for me.
Yeah, I can see that. For me, I'm torn between Empire Strikes Back and Rogue One. But I think Rogue One is brilliant. I think it's so well put together.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that I really like in it.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the way the story is told, the characterization, the fact they've got, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
And they do that so well. I think, like, sure, if you look really closely at a still, you can tell it's CGI.
Mm.
But I think, like, the way, in the relatively dim Imperial lighting and moving around and stuff, I think it comes across really well.
If I hadn't have known, I wouldn't have suspected in the slightest.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd agree with that. Do you want a fun Rogue One fact?
Go for it.
I only found this out very recently. You know I don't know, you might not remember. I'll have to hum it, I guess. You know the kind of the Rogue One theme that plays like that. Dun 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 dun. They use a lot whenever like something dramatic's happening. Usually before something awful happens. That is based entirely on a brief like musical motif from A New Hope.
Yeah.
When Obi-Wan talks about, when he gives his spiel to Luke, where they talk about, how did my father die? At one point during that, there's this faint, like, da-da-da, dun-dun. And that's all there's it. And they use that as, like, the core of this theme for Rogue One, which I think is really cool, given that Rogue One is about setting up A New Hope.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool. I think,
Yeah. Did you know that in Rogue One they actually get the wrong plans in order to fix a plot hole in A New Hope?
Yeah?
In A New Hope, if you compare yeah, see ya, Alex. Really appreciate it. Catch you next time. Yeah, if in A New Hope, if you compare the Death Star plans to the actual layout of the Death Star, there are clear, visible differences. Not least that the largest and most obvious is that the actual main gun on the Death Star is on the upper hemisphere, whereas on the Death Star plans, it's right in the middle.
It's true. It's on that like trench, on that midline.
Yeah. And the truth is that the outside universe reason is that they'd done up the hologram projections when they decided to change the outlook of the actual Death Star model, and then they either didn't have the money or the interest to redo all the hologram stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, in universe they got the one of the earlier designs for the Death Star in which the gun was in a different place.
Huh.
Because in that bit you see them, they're rummaging through the things like which one is it, and then they go like, I think this one, but they don't have time to really check
because everything's going awry.
Yeah.
And their original plan to get the precise thing has already gone wrong.
So yeah, that's why the plans look different in A New Hope to the actual Death Star design. They got a beta version.
That's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
I really like that. That works so well. Because they are doing it in a rush. Everything's going wrong.
Yeah.
Not got time to check it properly. Yeah. Brilliant. I really like that. That adds to my enjoyment of Rogue One.
Yeah.
Fire when ready. I mean, I know he dies in the first film, but I would have liked to have seen more of Peter Cushing's Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely accept CGI Grand Moff Tarkin. But yeah, I would have loved to see more of him. He was a really interesting character.
Yeah. The guy who could stand next to Darth Vader and seem like the scarier of the two.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like that. It's that scene, I mean, you've talked about it before, where he looks faintly annoyed and then tells Vader to sit down and shut up.
Yeah.
At least that
Yeah.
faint into that, just like look of kind of mountain annoyance.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
okay, you know, you're alright, Vader's doing his thing.
Hold on. I left the longhouse doors open and there's a creeper inside.
Ah, yeah,
Hmm.
I believe we had a conversation about closing doors.
Yeah.
No, maybe I believe my exact words were, a creeper will ruin your view of the sunset more than closing the doors.
Yeah. Yeah. That very nearly happened.
Fail says ZZZ.
I think I'll, in the morning, I'll take my break if you don't mind. I'll have a quick break.
Yeah, works for me.
I'll be back in 5 or so minutes for the rest of the stream.
It'll be much the same. Oh, yeah.
See you soon.
Yeah, back soon, everybody. And we're back. I'm going to have to put some extra torches in the building for now. The plan is to have lanterns, but for I need to head back into the village to acquire lanterns and also chains. And currently that's not safe for me to do.
Makes sense. So I'm just replying to something on the Discord. Just mention my Discord on the chat. Alright. I'm gonna get some stuff together and I reckon I'm gonna come up to the stars and see. Not in my chat, in yours. Maybe my chat should have a link to your Discord, but there you go. Where am I always hanging out? I know I shouldn't.
I mean, I kind of think of it as our Discord.
Do you think of it as ours, but it's Bugs Bunny with a Soviet flag in the background?
Well.
So is the you want it before I come?
I mean, milk.
Oh yeah, the milk.
I mean, there's a few things I'll need to finish this building, but I'm mostly not at that stage yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna just finish the bits that I can and then do a big shopping run.
Sure.
We need chains, lanterns, beds. I don't know how many lanterns I'll need yet either.
Probably need more. I better take some more. You don't have to make a masonry table, do you?
No.
Ah.
Hmm?
3 stone and 1 iron. I could do, you know, like when we're doing construction, we might be making roofs.
Yeah, you think you
It'd
might
be
want...
handy to have one we could just deploy. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I say that the exact same thing. One to use in the field.
Yes. Sensible. That's not ever deployed, so we don't have to be like, oh, we don't want to rob this villager of their place of work.
Yeah.
Rather than we can just have handy whenever we need it.
Mm-hmm.
one thing. Do you know where any cows are?
There's some wandering free around the village that I keep meaning to move into the barn, but in order to move them into the barn I need to build a new barn for the sheep, which is going to be time consuming. I mean, there's the dairy farm.
That's miles away. Fine, well. I'll set out milky cow in the morning, which seems appropriate, and then I'll
Neuralon says ZZZ.
and I'm gonna come up the stairs and see.
Cool.
What's the reference I was making earlier? To Dread. Was that it's not spoilers to say the premise of the film, is it? So Judge Dredd is a judge whose name is Dredd.
Hmm.
No, that's probably a bit much.
I think I'm with you so far.
And anyway, so he's a notorious stickler, which is considered a good thing because judges.
Yeah.
And they ask him to take out this would-be judge, this trainee judge, who's failed a test. He, of course, disagrees because she failed. And the person's like, it's borderline. He's like, it's not borderline. She failed. Because, you know, Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Oops. And they drank said milk the minute I poured it out. Oops. None for you. But the reason that they are willing to give her another shake, which she disagrees with, is because she's got psychic powers. Telepath, because mutants. And that's too useful to kind of let slip if it's only a relatively small amount by which she failed, is the idea.
Yeah.
So when they set off on their mission, I need to take a second one, alright. They set off on their mission. Judge, you know, they arrive where they're going, and Dredd says to Judge Anderson, I'm wondering, wasn't that? He's like, wondering what? When you're going to realise you forgot your helmet? And she's like, oh no, it interferes with my psychic abilities. And he's always got the same face, pretty much.
Yeah.
You only see around his mouth, obviously. And he just goes, And then as he walks away, seems like a bullet would interfere with him more. Which, I mean, not untrue.
Yeah.
Hence my quip about seems like a creeper would interfere with it more.
Yeah.
Very, very good film. I really recommend it. I saw it in pictures back in like 2012 when it came out. Only a fella I used to work with. He's like, do you want to come and see this film called Dread? And I was like, I guess. Like, sure, you know, I'll hang out with you. Like, we've just kind of... We'd been working together for only a couple of weeks or something, like a few weeks. And I was like, I guess. Like, you know, he was a nice guy. I was getting on with it, but we weren't friends yet, I don't know, I suppose. So I was like, you know, this is fine, I guess. It's awkward because it's social, but, you know, still.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I've seen it a couple of times since I got on DVD, and it's a really great film. And it's like, I mean, this obviously there's always gonna be criticisms people have, but I really like it.
Yeah.
Mr. Sunday Movies, the YouTuber who I've mentioned before, him and his pal, the films they're currently doing on Caravan of Garbage, the two Judge Dredd films. So I think it was last week they did Judge Dredd, so this week they'll be doing Dredd.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to watching their take on. They're very funny and witty and so forth.
Yeah.
But they talked about Judge Dredd, and yeah, it's not good, is it?
Yeah.
Judge Dredd is not a good film. Like, there's stuff in it that is good, or at least okay, but it's not generally good, is it?
No.
There's so much in it that is just so bad. Do you hold that one of the chiefest flaws is that Judge Dredd takes off his helmet?
I mean, the facelessness is the point of the character.
Yeah.
mean, he's such an everyman.
That is the appeal of Judge Dredd.
Mm-hmm.
You know the guy who's the like that ends up being like the annoying comedy. He's supposed to be a comedy sidekick that's relatable and everything, but is therefore just horrendously annoying because it's a film like that from the 90s.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't remember the film very well, but I kind of know what you mean.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I know,
very
I
annoying.
definitely know the archetype.
Yeah, like he's super annoying.
Mm.
I always found Joxer that way as well from Xena.
Yeah.
Though a lot of people love him, I find him very vexing.
Hi,
Would you like some milk?
please.
I threw it on the floor.
Ah, delicious.
Thank you. Very considerate.
Next time though, you know, I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but I really would prefer vegan milk.
If I could get you vegan milk, I would get you vegan milk. Yeah, I've been musing for a while, and in my head, I'm like, I don't think the station's very good, but it's not bad, is it?
No, it does what it needs to.
I think I always forget that this one's quite a bit smaller than Kazanby,
Yeah.
which is no bad thing, but it's just like in my head they're the same size.
Yeah. I mean, Kazanby's the main hub. I mean,
Exactly, it's
yeah.
terminus, it's headquarters, as it were, for the railway. In railway terminology, we define directions relative to that station.
Yeah.
Can I hear running water under here? Shouldn't be running water here.
Yeah, I could hear running water when I was in the station. I was kind of wondering about that.
It shouldn't be, because I've done everything to... Forgot a shovel, and I need a shovel. That's very careless of me.
I got some stone shovels.
You've been making stone shovels, so
Yeah.
better than nothing, I guess. There's definitely running water here.
Yeah.
Why? There shouldn't be a... There shouldn't be a Tilsy. Oh, thank you.
Let's see.
Oh, that's what I'm going to say. So yeah, the kind of everyman character was explicitly meant to be an everyman as well.
Yeah.
Like the guy who played it was like, oh, he's just he don't care about what's going on really. He just wants to do whatever to survive.
Hmm.
You know, he'd sell his own mother to survive if you have to. You know, he's just like an everyman. And
Yeah.
them pair were like, hold on though, is that an everyman?
Hmm.
Like, would anyone sell their mother to survive, or is that just
Yeah.
him? By which I think they mean as much as anyone. Is that just the actor? How long is this thing? Twenty-two blocks long is the dock.
Found your running water.
Ah. Oh, is it
Yeah.
on the entire thing?
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Yes. This row under here. If you surface right in the middle of it, you can see it really clearly. I mean, yeah, Brian.
I have two
Yeah.
buckets. Bother to do about that. Like, it's a pain, but yeah. Oh no, I've not got a bed. My bed must be at the temple.
Ah.
What a terrible blunder.
Summon
Good thing the Starfire's here.
Yeah. Summon the Starfire. Anyway, get back to work on the on what I'm calling the Longhouse, even though technically it's not. I think strictly speaking, has to be one big room for it to be a Longhouse.
Normally, yeah, that'd normally be the.
Yeah. Well, you see, it started out as a Longhouse, and then rooms were added at the back later.
Oh, yeah, that's perfectly legit.
Yeah. And by later, I mean like as part of the same construction, but it was the last part built, so that still counts.
True, it does. I mean, I don't know where you stand on Jocks of the Mighty, but I always find him very vexing.
Yeah.
Like, I know what they're going for, I just don't like it.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
Sure, I get it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, I find I don't tend to enjoy everyman characters in general.
Usually, because they're like 40 minutes ago.
Yeah, I have trouble identifying with them.
Yeah, I mean, also true. I was gonna say that they're always like utterly overshadowed as well by the heroes.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of like running around being like, ah. There's the fun in that.
Yeah.
So what's the appeal there? But they can essentially just be as it were, a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Like, sure, the hero's friend and everything, but like they get into all the same scrapes. They just can't do out. And so then it's just like they're always just dealing with them, aren't they? Then
Yeah.
So again, get it, but nah. I could have been. No, but I could have been. I'll do that there. The guy who plays the annoying everyman character, Judge Chet. Big door on this to be. That. Or maybe only that. Maybe it only needs to be that. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that. of the whole length or only part of it? Part of it, Aaron. Do you know what I never realised about the film Judge Dredd? Judge Dredd wears like platform heels the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Sylvester Stallone's not that tall, so they're trying to make him look taller. You have to be more imposing, I guess, as Dredd. But
Yeah.
to do that, they give him like platform heels. So that means they describe him as looking like a deer, because it makes his proportions seem off.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, no, I noticed it, but yeah, it does. But it feels, I know it's from the 90s, but it feels like one of those real 80s films to me. You know, like everything's kind of over the top.
Yeah.
Everybody's dramatic. They don't need to be. Like the villain. I mean, the villain's great in the sense that he really chews through that scenery. You know, he's really going for it. And is, you know, a proper like mad villain, but it's not necessarily good to have your villain be that way.
Yeah.
For my money, anyway. Do you think the buildings, like the warehouse stuff that's behind the docks, should run behind all of the docks, or only 2 out of the 3? Because I'm inclined towards 2 out of the 3, so it's like one would almost imagine that one of them is for like offloading your big bulk stuff that fit into your warehouse.
Yeah. Hey.
Look what I found.
Oh. A blessing.
Indeed.
Chasm is pleased.
Doing a good deed here. Good. I didn't really expect my inventory to fill up like it is doing. Seeing as I was expecting to be using things rather than it filling up as such, but you know, there you go.
Yeah.
These things happen. Yeah, movement above. An enemy, perhaps. I'll fire off arrows just in case.
Could be Lotan theologies.
React accordingly. Without any proof. For who needs proof? Yeah, gut instincts. What I know I need to do? I need to make it one wider.
Oops.
You know, thinking of the league as we were talking about earlier. It's a mixed bag, innit, playing league?
Yeah.
Cause like,
Yeah, most of the time it's awful, but occasionally you get a good match.
Because you know, like the other day I was quite genuinely cyberbullied while playing league, which is less than ideal.
Yeah.
It was horrible, really horrible. In the like somebody on my team just started lying about me,
Yeah.
telling lies
Mm-hmm.
to the other team, just being like, "Oh, can you report looks?" Like swearing, trolling and flaming us and stuff. I'm like, but I'm not though. So that was pretty horrible.
Yeah.
I reported him, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe it was them that it was being referred to in my instant feedback or whatever Riot calls it.
Mm.
When they said they'd issued somebody a warning.
Okay.
So I believe it was them that was being referred to. But then like Monday night, because you weren't streaming, I had a couple more games of League. And they were very, very good. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got a friend request of one of the people I played with.
Ah.
So I wasn't going to have another game, but then they invited me in, so I did. And anyway, it was good, but they turned out to be really salty at the mid laner for like little reason.
Yeah.
Mid laner roamed bot and like double killed the enemy bot laners. And they got really, really salty. But like I thought they were joking at how angry they were. Then it turned out they weren't. I was like, oh yikes.
Like, they got the kill, or?
Yeah, because they were like, we were being kind of pushed in a little bit. So I think Ezreal, no, it was Heimerdinger. That's what they were playing. Felt that they'd been deprived of their opportunity to get ahead by a mid laner who was already doing quite well. So they were salty about it. But like, stunning.
Yeah.
No point getting wound up about it.
I mean, that's still an assist that you probably weren't getting otherwise.
Yeah. But before they turned out to be a joke, well, I just got really, really wound up for no reason. I suspect they're a child. That'd make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like I don't know that, but I suspect they're a child. Do you know, by the way, as a quick aside, I don't like building on sand. Like I always feel like I should lay a foundation.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
And thus I'm doing so right now. But we thought, yeah, they were being quite pleasant. And in that first of those two games, the one that won people over to me, I guess. Oh no, I messed up. It's a waste. So I'm busy gassing and not paying attention to what we're doing. Oh well. No, I'm done. They were a Xerath mid. I was playing looks. So I'm trying to get some S's as looks now. Now I'm Mastery 7 with Morgana. I want to get me a Mastery 7 with looks if I could.
Yeah.
Pretty good, Harry. I think I can do it. And so yeah. That's it, that's the thing. And then do the thing. That's it, there we go, very good. And at the end, the game went well. I've got like 9 kills, I think, and 4 or 5 deaths, 18 assists, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And right towards the end, when we were kind of pushing towards the final stroke,
Hmm.
Xerath said, it was Lux mid and Xerath support, right? None of you guys saw me in mid. Because he'd only got like one. He'd got like 20 assists or no, like 16 assists or something. But he'd only got 1 kill, so. I was like, yeah, that was definitely it. It was Xerath support. That's all very friendly, not
Yeah.
not mad about the fact that bet it looks get more kills than me, doesn't it? Well, a better way of being, isn't it?
Yeah.
But alas, not everybody's like that.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Hmm?
Maybe I did that slightly wrong. Oh, it's not really a cause for it. Oh no! But arguably, it's... Yeah, it needs to be one more this way, alright. Ugh. Oh, does it? Kinda? It's because it doesn't. No, no. No? Maybe it's fine as it is? No. Yeah, it needs to be one further back. Because obviously the league is a thing that you should take very, very seriously. But nonetheless, some people, you know, maybe take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Controversial, I know. But... feel about that? Well, that's how I feel.
You should make all your decisions based on how they'll affect your ranking in an online game.
Exactly. Especially if you're not playing ranked.
Yeah.
Is that a reference to their Soul Blossom minigame thing?
It was.
I liked that.
Yeah.
Like, I know some rightly said, of course, that they could have done more with it. Sure, but I still think it was fun.
That was me, I said that. Complained
Yeah,
quite a lot.
But, you know, that's not untrue. But I still think it was good. I think it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Kind of knowingly fun as well. That they knew a lot of the stuff they were talking about, like the spoofing themselves.
Yeah.
And you know, I like it when people do that.
Dang, it takes a lot of wood to make a trapdoor.
More than you'd think.
Yeah.
What if? Like that. Just but surely not.
I mean, the consequences if it was true.
Indeed. Push that. Myself one. 4, I guess. There's the sun. Oh, I guess that would solve it. I'd ask at the end if I've got enough stone. God, that would mean. But would it? Such a thing possible? Ah, fallen off. Landed on the dock instead of in the water. That's how people die. Falling off of industrial sites, actually, yeah, unfortunately it is.
Yeah.
Health and safety is for the weak.
Yeah, I think I've changed my mind on the lanterns. I think the flaming torches work well for this style of building.
For like a long house or something, it should work really well.
Yeah. And late is it? I'm gonna go do a shopping trip in the morning.
Nice.
A few bits I need, and then I think this is more or less finished.
Ooh, very good.
Look, Delcat.
Delay.
Neuralon says ZZZ. Illumus of Fail says ZZZ.
What's Tilly up to?
Just
Out
roaming,
now.
I think. Just wandering in and out.
Down,
What are you doing back there, Tilly? Making some noise.
She's destroying something. That seems like a cat thing to do.
Yeah. She wants some attention. Be done soon, Tilly. Yeah. Just a moment. Let me get in the rail cart and then I can fuss you.
She's like, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah. This is dialogue she understands.
I don't know if you ever heard of Coco, the signing gorilla. One imagines you have. Apparently she was once asked to, falling off again, tell a joke. And
Yeah.
the joke she told was, I love Ron. Ron being one of the researchers. What a burn, though!
Yeah.
Tell us a joke, Coco. Ha! The idea that Ron could ever be lovable. You have no chill, it turns out.
Yeah.
Maybe that's gorilla humor.
Hmm.
That's really aggressive humor.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is more intense than I imagined.
I read that they once asked her which was more intelligent, gorillas or humans, and she replied that clearly gorillas were more intelligent because she'd learned to speak the human language, but none of them could speak gorilla.
Oh, burn, but also correct.
Yeah.
Remarkable, Coco.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's still going. She might not be. really remarkable. I feel a little bit sorry for her actually.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe she was ill-treated or anything, but she was too human and not human enough in the end. Actually,
Yeah.
like she saw herself essentially as being a like that's what she looked for in people. Like she wanted to be a mom, like a natural thing for a gorilla, I guess.
Yeah.
But whenever they brought like other gorillas to her, she wasn't interested. She'd like play with them and have fun with them, but she wasn't like interested in them because
Yeah.
she didn't see them as someone to have a relationship with. They were
Yeah.
spent all the time with humans, so that's why she was always like really, really friendly with human males.
Yeah.
A shame for her. But used to have pet cats. She liked cats.
Yeah.
Which actually started because she rescued a cat. I do think it's amazing how intelligent the apes are.
Yeah.
The other apes, I should say. We two are apes. But just like so much more intelligent than we ever realised.
Yeah.
Well, about time that we did. Well, long past time that we did. Like the fact that Coco is able to have those kind of conversations with people. When she's like slamming you.
Yeah.
Apparently has no chill. Like criticising humanity. Fair.
Oh, come here, Tilly. Ah.
I'm sure she's thrilled about what you're doing right now.
Overjoyed, aren't you, Tilly? Ah. Look at her humorously trying to escape. Let me clear that out of the way. In case anybody else comes down this way. Keep the line clear.
Fear of the business of the railway, you know. Very, very serious matter. Very serious. Oh my, yes.
Yes.
I like that edit where they put the Fat Controller in over Chancellor Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
And they redubbed the lines to be, obviously lines from the Fat Controller. And so what he says before killing the Jedi Masters is, "You have caused confusion and delay," and sets about him with his lightsaber. Not out of character. Like if the Fat Controller had a lightsaber, I'm fairly sure he would set about people with it if they'd caused confusion and delay.
Yeah.
Three? This feels like 3. Maybe I should have done that. No, this is fine. No, it's the children who are wrong. Can't see why it wouldn't be fine, so therefore it must be fine. So obviously Amazon's doing a Tolkien Middle-earth series of some kind. People keep calling it the Lord of the Rings series, which is not actually a Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah.
Like, I get why people keep calling it the Lord of the Rings series. Unless it's about Sauron, in which case it is a Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah.
But I think it's well, it's set on the second age, so it could be. So, but I know the latest uproar was because it's going to contain nudity, which feels unnecessary.
Yeah.
No, I'd say I guess it depends what they're doing with the nudity, because there is nudity in Lord of the Rings. Like, it don't go in the film, but there is in the book. The Hobbits run around naked for a bit. On the advice of Tom Bombadil, which in context makes it sound really weird. You guys should run around naked for a bit. You know, it's more to do with breaking the curse of the Barrow Wives. With the link to possessions. Which of course was that particular thing is about.
Yeah.
The Barrow Wives, power of material things, I suppose. Gems and such. And thus, by eschewing material wealth, they'll break their curse quicker. And obviously, Nienor in the Silmarillion, and the Children of Húrin, ends up running naked through the woods after she gets bewitched by Glaurung. But I'm sure it's going to be another Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which, no. that's not, because a lot of people are saying, it's against the spirit of Tolkien. Like, not necessarily, depending what they do with it. However, all my instincts scream at me that they're going to do the wrong thing with it.
Yeah.
We'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
Neuralon says ZZ.
Like, it's not like people in Middle Earth never took off their clothes, but yeah, you hear them talking about that, and you immediately think, okay, so they're trying to make a new Game of Thrones.
Yeah. What made Game of Thrones popular? Nudity, I guess.
Yeah.
Or sex scenes is what they're thinking.
Certainly wasn't the plot.
Oh. Not in Series 8, anyway. Like, if you take it at face value, the plot's alright.
Yeah.
Like, if you take it as, like, these are supposed to be intelligent people. So if you just imagine that that's the case,
Yeah.
then it's pretty great. These are, so why do they talk about clever people? People whispering clever plots in dark rooms. Like, if you just take that at face value, that's what's happening. Then yeah, that's pretty good. But they're not very clever. Like, compared to everybody else, they are. So.
Yeah, it's like a one-eyed man in the land of the blind kind of deal.
Yeah.
Everybody in that universe is so mind-bogglingly stupid that anybody who can string together a full sentence is a tactical genius.
Exactly that. Good genius. Nice. One of the things you realise after you're like, hold on a minute. Well, these dudes are supposed to be geniuses, but none of the plots are actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Like, there's the odd one that is, I'm not saying they're not, they're all stupid. A lot of the stuff that's supposed to be, this character's a real genius. Are they? Are they though?
Yeah.
Are they really a genius?
I never watched the show and I didn't get very far into the book, but I spent a lot of time reading what was going on and thinking, what is your actual motivation for this other than showing the audience how evil you are?
I mean, mostly showing the audience how evil they are.
Yeah.
I don't give up from a character, really. I mean, no one twirls a mustache while laughing. So, you know, I don't know what you want.
Oh, did they cut that out from the Lannisters in the TV show?
They're not far off, are they?
Yeah.
Do you remember the Master in Doctor Who? And there's that episode of the classic Doctor Who where he just starts like laughing to himself for no reason. Yeah, it's kind of that.
Yeah.
Like some of the characters do act intelligently, but a lot of it is just kind of relative to everybody else's idiocy. So, yeah, I'm good for a few more minutes, but probably gonna have to do a lot more work on this next week.
Yeah.
Because though I was late because of work, I must also be late because I must also leave because of it. So.
Yeah. Rough times. I got halfway back and realized I'd forgotten some of the stuff that I need, which is disappointing. I was hoping to finish the Longhouse today, but I think I might be pushing your time out to make the rail trip again.
Thank you. If you'd got inventory space, I could actually take that iron and coal back with you.
I cleared out most of the chest at the Starfire.
Ah, fair enough. Good thing to do. I need to do there. I'll do that before I finish up. Should have brought me scaffolding and all. That'd have been useful, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I can fetch it out for you.
Thank you.
Be making the trip again at the start of next time.
Ah, if you won't mind bringing me scaffolding, I'd appreciate that.
Let's see. Scaffolding.
I think that works. How do you split that up? Lots to think about. Does it not guess for then? I could actually bring me my bed as well. Actually, I think there was a spare bed in the Starfire. I don't know if there still is.
Yeah.
Mostly I'm just skipping in the Starfire, but you never know. Cool. Yeah, so play to work on there next time. It's like long-term plans. I'm gonna have to do a bit of landscaping here to clear back that earth and sand away from the dock.
Yeah.
So it'll be like clear it back a little bit and then step it. So we might have to cut down a tree or two and move Miki's horse. So that'll kind of change this landscape a little bit, but it should look pretty good. I hope.
Yeah. Just so long as you don't damage this historical site.
Oh, absolutely, don't worry. It's all been done with the utmost sensitivity in mind. Then I would also, once that gives, because that gives us a bit better lie of the land of this side of the river. I was gonna build a bridge over the river at some point.
Yeah.
Well, inlet rather than a river, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because at the minute, of course, it's got like a stone path just cut across it, but then, you could take a boat up the inlet properly.
Yeah.
Which on the far side will connect to Badger's Road. And then on this near side, I thought we could perhaps relay the road, suit the landscape a bit better, connect things a bit, you know, just tidy it up a bit.
Yeah. Tidy up this mess that Badger's made.
Man, I didn't want to say that. But the bits where it sunk into the ground, it was great.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying there. That's a bit that way. And then I think probably when we're building, I'm guessing we're going to be building into either the forest to the south or the tiger to the east.
Yeah.
Gonna do some buildings around there. Obviously, at some point, I'm going to build the museum, but that's probably a way off yet.
Yeah.
I'm also intent to build a stable next to the station.
Yeah, makes
Because
sense.
I'd like every station I'd then build one at Sandrington as well. So I'd like every station to have a stable.
Yeah.
That's like part of my long-term plans. Or longer-term plans. Yeah. I'm afraid it is about that time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm late, but even so, it's absolutely raced by.
It has.
It's like it's really gone in a flash, hasn't it?
Yeah.
2 and 3/4 hours or whatever it was. Just. Yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe how quickly the time vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you, Loomis.
Yeah, and thanks for being here.
Thank you everybody for watching.
Yeah. I'll finish my train ride next time.
So I should be back on Friday, 1900 BST or thereabouts. Last time for this year that I'll say BST because the class will be back on Sunday. Don't know what we're playing. Maybe it's League, maybe it's something else. We'll see on Friday, I guess.
Yeah. Well, of course, be joining you there. The team stream. Hopefully, there'll be a few others with us.
So.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all next time.
The Marie.